Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome or welcome back to Stars Aligned Oracle YouTube channel and the Lucky Stars community. Cat Star here with your money career reading for the week of March 17th through March 23rd. As a reminder, my readings are for entertainment and are general in nature. They may or may not resonate for everybody, so please do take what is for you and leave what isn't. For those of you liking and sharing the videos, thank you so much. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. I also want to give a huge shout out to all of the new and returning viewers and subscribers. Thank you all so much for being here. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. All right, before we get into the reading, I just want to say happy St. Patrick's Day. You can see over here, I do have our green bell, wish ring for luck here. Oh, shoo, pretty loud. I have some pyrite, some fool's gold, and I have a red kiss ring for a kiss bell here. So I like to do the red and the green. I like to live on the edge. Maybe some of you guys like to live on the edge too. So I hope you guys are going to have a fun St. Patrick's Day if you are celebrating. I hope you are always chasing that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, and that you do get to kind of reach it and or get it, I guess. Right? Yes. I always working towards gaining that pot of gold. That pot of gold. All right. Interesting. I used to love, well, I still love St. Patrick's Day, but I used to like to go out and have green beers and do all that stuff. Now that I am sober, or have been sober for just over 2.5 years, we do like green milk and green water and, stuff like that to still celebrate. But yeah, sometimes we do green spaghetti and green potatoes. I don't know. Hit the like button if you kind of do like the green stuff or even red stuff for St. Patrick's Day. All right, let's jump in. Now, I kind of have a busy, lots of stuff going on here. These are the two main decks. Of course, we just talked about those that we're going to use for this reading, but Spirit kind of indicated to have these here because it may need to come out, or something there may need to be used. So yep. All right, Aquarius, let's see what's coming through this week for money and career. Now, the pyrite is there. And then we have ring for luck. So there is going to be a bit of gold, right? It could be a gold nugget as far as advice. There is going to be a bit of gold coming through for you this week that is going to assist you as far as money and career go, okay? The overall energy that you have is passion and pleasure. Savor your life, okay? So some of you have been taking life too seriously and or money situations too seriously. I know we need to think about it. I know we need to face it. I know that we need to pay attention, and yet sometimes it can be more playful. Sometimes you've been taking, or for some of you, you may have been taking your job or your position, even your co-workers and or yourself a little bit too seriously as of late. And what happens is a couple things. We can get very fixed. We can get very rigid when we begin to do that. But also we can begin to kind of, unfortunately, make mistakes when we get so set in one way of doing things. We can begin to kind of do things without actually thinking or even paying attention, almost subconsciously or unconsciously do things because it becomes easy and it becomes something that we just do and we just do and we just do, right? And repetition, which repetition can be good, but in this scenario here, Aquarius, it's when we aren't actually alert or paying attention, we can make mistakes. So Spirit really wants you to think about it this week. Really get back into like this curious and kind of fun energy, this lighthearted energy where things can be fun, where you can play games as far as like, saving money or kind of putting money to the side or bringing money in. How fast can I do this? Or kind of make it a game, of course. Make it fun. How quickly can you get whatever project done at work, or Can you, you know, do better today than you did yesterday? And make it fun, make it a game. Savor life. Find the passion and the pleasure, the mix between that as far as money and career go, instead of just being stuffy. That is the overall energy, but that's a big message coming through here. We're already at 5 minutes into the reading and still on that first card, Aquarius. So Spirit really wants you to hear that there gets to be that fun, right? Fool's gold is even though it's you know, not really worth anything, pyrite, fool's gold, it's still exciting to find, right? You still have that little kind of jump in your stomach or your heart, right? Where you're like, oh my gosh, look how big and beautiful and shiny and all you know, that is, even though it isn't really worth, you know, what actual gold would be worth. It's still pretty exciting to have that, to hold that, to find that, if that is what it is. And that's what Spirit is asking you to seek as far as money and career go this week, to that excitement, that fun, that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Okay, kind of being, you know, kind of you know, taking a risk of sorts, or yeah, just okay. All right, hopefully you get what I'm putting out here. All right, so you have the Three of Cups coming through, the Page of Pentacles coming through. I feel like we had the Page of Pentacles in a different reading. Interesting. No, it was a Knight, and it doesn't matter, it's separate, but I love to. And then the Ace of Pentacles. So woo, you right here you go. Let's just put this right here. That Ace of Pentacles is that big money card here, Aquarius. So you do have some big money coming in this week, okay? There is going to be some big money. Now, everybody's idea of big money is going to be a little bit different, but once, that's an interesting word, cat, once you kind of move back into that pleasure, you're not as rigid, you're not holding so tightly, you're not in that lax state, right? Things get to be fun, it gets to be playful, you can make a game out of it, you can really, you know, ring for luck, you can open up that energy, right? It's almost as if ring the bell, or kind of hold that pyrite and open yourself up to that energy of prosperity, to that energy of luck in whatever way you know, look at luck, to open out yourself up for that inflow of financial gain, for that big money, for that inspiration, for that you know, achievement, for that success, Aquarius. There are so many things that you can actually do to move yourself into this state of passion and pleasure and of savoring your life, because your life actually includes your work, your career, your money, your home life, all of it. And if you think about it, a lot of times, depending on your situation or kind of the job or the work that you do, Aquarius, you tend to spend more time at work overall than anything else. So to have kind of a balance, and to have some passion, and to be able to feel pleasurable about it, instead of like you're kind of holding on so tightly about work, or about, you know, what you do or how you spend the majority of your time, is really going to be beneficial for you. Okay, now you have that Three of Cups energy coming through here. This really feels more like a chit chat. I'm really excited about it, Aquarius. I love to come in and just actually have chit chats with you guys, because yeah, but today it feels extra good, and it's feeling extra good just holding that pyrite today. And so I'm thinking this is really some big money energy with that. It just wants to be right here by that ace and that luck, right? We've got the kiss over here. Yes, we love that, but this is all about moving that money forward, or letting that money flow in, like this energy of I'm getting this energy. It's so interesting with the sky coming through, and the purples, and then the sky coming through here. And with the growth, of course, I'm just getting this energy of like it's raining money, like it's almost if like money is raining down on you this week. So beautiful. Let's actually get back here to the cards. The messages are just coming through, of course, without even the need for cards. Okay, so that Three of Cups energy is coming through. There is a potential that there is going to be kind of a coming together for some of you. This could be kind of this energy of of moving into a happier or joyous state in kind of your work or in the office per se. If you work within an office here, Aquarius, this energy is just really moving into a more positive, more joyful environment, or creating, right, with potentially coworkers or the people that are around you that you spend a lot of time with, um, working together to make the environment more enjoyable. Okay, some of you may actually be having, and it may be happening tonight, St. Patrick's Day, some drinks out with people from work or from, from a collab or kind of a project that you've been working on. There may be some drinks out. If there are, ask them if they'll make you some green beers. I mean, I know it used to be that was a thing, but then it became after, or green drinks. It doesn't have to be beer. Obviously, I don't drink anymore, and so I'm not like putting that out there, but it can be fun to have something a little bit different. This is a little bit different, thinking outside the box, thinking in that kind of joy and that fun and that excitement, kind of passionate energy, right? And really, it's this week is going to be like a playful energy around money and career, Aquarius. And if you can get into that playful state, make it a game, make it fun, make it joyful, make it just exciting, it's going to really shift things for you, and it's going to let the money flow in. It's going to let the money rain. It's going to be raining money, raining opportunities, raining that potential that's always been there, but for some reason it's going to really, really kind of be that rainbow coming through after maybe a little bit of a storm, right? That raining money kind of energy there, Aquarius. Okay, now you also have the Page of Pentacles coming in here, that Page of Pentacles energy, and I love that it is Pentacles energy because it's just showing big money coming through. Okay, that Page of Pentacles energy is that energy of really having big dreams and moving into them. Okay, moving into them. For some of you, you've had some goals around money, or you had set some goals around money, some goals around work, and that's going to be flooding in or flowing in as well, because you're kind of taking your foot off the pedal, and not in a bad way, but it's almost as if you have been striving, pushing so hard that you are trying to force things. You're being very rigid. We already talked about you aren't seeing in other ways. But when you move into this energy of really, if you look at this, you see that this, for some reason, this makes me think of like a break dancer or a beatboxer, right? That real fun energy, that real fun energy. And when you move back into that energy, it's going to allow everything to flow. Okay. It's going to allow, it's just like that creative edge is going to come through, or that playfulness is going to come through. It's going to become a game, or you're going to do better than you did yesterday, or find a different way, or think about things differently, or laugh about things. But it's going to allow that flow to come through this week for you, Aquarius, which is gorgeous. And then, of course, you got that Ace of Pentacles, so that big money coming in. This tends to be that big money card. So some of you may be coming into just a lot of freaking money. A lot, the pot at the end of the rainbow, the pot of gold, finding that. Okay, but it really is going to be a little bit of a splash of everything this week, Aquarius. It's going to be a splash of everything. There's going to be some new growth, that playfulness, that getting out kind of the box, that really being joyful is going to start planting seeds for some new energy to come in and to flow through. And that's exactly what you need. Okay, that is exactly what you need. You've got that big money, and it's almost as if it's imminent big money. So some of you, oh, you know what? Some of you may be getting a pretty big tax return. Interesting. That just came through. A pretty big tax return. Wouldn't that be nice? But some of you may also just be getting kind of a end of the quarter bonus, because we're getting right to that point, right? But there is going to be, it's going to be raining money this week. And right, what happens after that storm, or when there's a big rain? There's that rainbow with that pot of gold at the end, Aquarius. That pot, beautiful pot of gold at the end. Okay, Spirit is indicating I'm getting a little long in the tongue here, so let's go ahead and pull one. You've got counseling. You heal with kind words, wise advice, and an empathetic ear. So some of you are, did we talk about that? There may be some advice or information coming in this week that is going to create this opening for you, Aquarius. So, and some of you may be going to counseling that is actually assisting, or a counselor, right? This almost is like a little fairy down here. I don't know if you can see that there, but opening up, and you know, some of you may be going to counseling, or you may actually be a counselor, and there's going to be something that's coming through that's going to open up and create more of a flexible energy, a playful energy, a playful environment, even if it's just for a short amount of time. That's going to assist you in seeing things a little bit differently, okay? Whew, only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards, and our ring for luck. Let's ring it. Ring for luck. Oh, and isn't that interesting too? Because I have 2 green rings on. So ring, 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 right? I didn't actually ring it again because it's a little loud and echoes in here. But Aquarius, this is going to be a good week for you. Get into that playful spirit. Get into that joyful energy, and watch how it opens up and creates that flow for projects, for work to just work out, for money to come in, for money to rain down on you, for that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Aquarius, there's a lot of beautiful energy around you. Tune into it and allow yourself to savor it. Allow yourself to feel passionate and to move into a state of pleasure. For some of you, that pleasure is going to come through in a different way, and hopefully you get what I'm putting out there. All right. I do intend this resonated with you and for you. Have a fabulous St. Patrick's Day if you do celebrate it. I just love it, love it, love it. I'm super excited for later. Anyway, I digress. I do intend this resonated with you and for you. If it did, please do hit the like button and share this video. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. Also, feel free to hit that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload new readings. It is free for you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and it does support the Lucky Stars community in growing and thriving. You know what? Just holding this just makes me feel so rich, Aquarius. It just makes me feel so rich. Pyrite, I know it's fool's gold, but either way, still has gold in the name, right? Just makes me feel rich. All right. Anyways, as always, I do wish you lots of hope, lots of joy, and lots of love with all of your current and future endeavors. I'll see you in the next reading.